Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Fallout Shelter Survival. How y'all doing out there? We got some stuff to do. One of the things we're going to do is perform 32 critical hits, of which we've gotten 3 for some Nuka-Cola Quantum. We got to complete 14 requests from the Overseer's office. We've done 6, which means probably another 4 episodes before we get through to that. Everything's going swimmingly here, but let's get out to the Children of Adam quests. The Rite of Spraying? Yeah. Talk to the settlers. Just talk to the settlers, like talking to the animals. So, here's the dealio. It's going to be a really short quest, but I got lots to talk about. I have just finished up a... thank you so much for helping us. We really appreciate it. Those religious fanatics said they had some good news for us, and then people started spraying people. Ew. Managed to avoid it, but others weren't so lucky they've been ghoulified. Oh no. Did they mention why they were doing this? They kept saying that we should rejoice that Easter is coming. Ha ha ha. This is old, actually. Okay, so yeah. This is a spring Easter kind of thing, I guess. I don't know. Still out there. I mean, we may get through it. We may not get through it. Who knows? But anyways, I just finished up the show I was doing, Minor Demons, and I had a blog post, or a vlog post, or whatever you want to call it, out this week. Talking about being in there and building character and having to, to do all the things I've had to do on stage, which were not easy for me. But, the funny thing is that to that end, you have to understand something about actors. You have to understand something about, us in our craft. Sweet. And that is that we carry a lot of weight on us. People in this world who feel things like empaths, they carry a lot of weight. And it's hard for them to be in certain situations where there's a lot of stimulus going on, and especially people stimuli going on. But for actors, things hit us harder. Those of us who may or may not be very good at our craft, and I'm counting myself in one of those that may or may not be good at my craft. In that it was rough doing this show. It was rough coming. Oh no, here we go. Look, someone's finally here to help us. Not a moment too soon. A few hours more, my friend here would have gone feral. Curse those Children of Adam fanatics. They can put that Easter of theirs where the sun don't shine. What does Easter... Oh, we know. Are there any more victims? Yeah, through that door, but it's probably too late for them. Okay. Oh, we're getting all kinds of, some recipes there. We're going to keep going. It's not even my birthday. Oh, my goodness. Well, we're going to have to take care of some ghouls. Oh, but first, the mole rats. And why I'm saying that is because us actors, we have to go out and become other people. It can be harder for us as actors to become other people and to take on those types of things. The baggage, the emotional baggage that comes with people that we play on stage. I had to play a former or rehabilitated, I guess, or not actually, if you think about the way the play goes, a lawyer for the Philly mob who was addicted is addicted, I guess you should say, cocaine and alcohol, who has to come back home and rebuild his life as a lawyer in southwestern Pennsylvania, and he gets stuck with this case of a 15-year-old boy committing a horrible crime against a 13-year-old girl, and he has to walk that fine line of sobriety and sanity in order to do it. So it's not easy. And I had to go to some dark places in my mind just to get to my emotional level that I needed to be to do certain things on stage. My friend in the show and my co-actor in the show has to recount how he, as the police chief, had to go into this building to try and find this girl, and he doesn't find her in time, and she does die, but she was there when he was there, and she was still alive. And it's like his screw up sort of is why, things are happening, but it's like you have to, the guilt that he feels. And every night he had to go through that process And that last scene of just breaking down and feeling all the weight of the world on his shoulders. And I had to sit there and watch it and feel it too, you know? So it's it's very hard. It's very, very hard to get yourself emotionally built up for that and then throw it all out there in front of people and then do it in front of people. You know, we talk about masculinity and trying to, not look, weak in front of people, as a gender, but to sit there and actually have to cry on command in front of people and be okay with that. That takes a lot of guts and it takes a lot of effort. It's not an easy thing. And it's hard to come back from after a while, too. The reason being is that I would come home from rehearsal and I would come home from the shows and I would just be open and raw. My nerves would just be out there, and anything I saw that was funny would be 10 times funnier to me, and anything I saw that could be a little bit sad would be 10 times sadder to me. And sometimes, like, the funniest thing that happened to me, and I'm going to tell you before we go back in because I want to get the story out. We had a Saturday night performance, this past Saturday night, the performance we had that last scene where my friend is laying out all that guilt about not finding the girl and him being responsible for the kid getting away and he needs to be locked up and blah 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 and doing all that stuff. And I'm out there and part of my problem is I constantly carry chapstick on me because my lips get dry, especially because of asthma and whatever and allergies and all that. Because you're constantly like you breathe through your mouth because sometimes your nose is always stuffed up. But I also, because of all the crying on stage and all the emotion and all this, everything that's going on, I was just completely dried out. And I was drinking water backstage. But my lips were completely dry and I was emoting. I was like hyperventilating on stage. And all of a sudden, he's going through this entire speech about being, about finding the girl and feeling like the town asshole and all that. And I'm over there going, and like that noise, that raspberry, that almost sounds like a fart on stage. My lips were so dry and pursed them a little bit, and a little bit of air went through and like made this fart sound. And it's like, okay, that happened, and we have to just keep moving on. Hope we don't break down in front of it. But it's like we got through that, and that's like the last full scene, and then there's a little itty mini scene where I kind of like come back to the beginning of the show and I have to go through this process and I have to do this thing and I have my breakdown and I'm crying on stage and clutching at the my co-actor's her robe and saying I'm sorry, I'm freezing and everything is the weight of the world is everything is just destroyed, the entire world is gone, and she's trying to console me and I'm sitting there trying not to laugh because I made that sound before. So, so it's just like, what the hell? And as soon as the lights went down and we went back, no, stopping us now, right? Yeah, I'm stopping you. I'm sorry. After the lights went out, we did our curtain call and walked backstage. I started laughing, and I could not stop. And I was just laughing hysterically for 10 minutes. And it's not something that would be a normal, laugh moment. I mean, I would laugh at something like that, but maybe like, ha, 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 ha. It was funny. And then never again. I almost forgot something. But I wouldn't laugh for like 10 minutes straight, and I was just dying from all the laughter. And it was because I was so amped up and everything else. All right, we talked to the settlers, we talked to more settlers, we talked to other settlers, and we got all the stuff we wanted. Oh, I want to make sure that they are healed up. They all healed up? Yes, they are all healed up. So let's go, Brett. Let's bring them all back. Hey, we got some stuff. Yes, so they're going to come on back. We will bring them back in, and then we will send them back out again. But yes, that was kind of the thing. It was such a moment of, oh my God, I cannot believe I did that, and then continued to laugh about it hysterically for a while. Now, if you're wondering, I do have an extra room here. That's because we are going to do a little dancing, a little dance-off. It's going to be a dance-off. And we're going to bring a couple of people in, and we're going to have some people dance, but not make romance. No, no, no. You're going to... come back in there. And we're going to have some problems. That's just all the way there is to it. It's just, have to keep an eye on them and hope that they don't get busy or we're in trouble. So, come on there, Edward Cook. And then we'll bring you out and then take you back in. But yeah, it was just that thing of like, the emotions that I had, I couldn't control, and I needed to recalibrate. It was like everything was really, really out of whack. Like it was like tuning your you won't even know what this is, but we used to have the tint on our old TV sets, tint and contrast. Yeah, you got that. It's fine. I'm more concerned with them. We're gonna keep these two windows going at the same time. But that was the thing. You had these adjustments you can make on your TV. It would make the colors like red and green. Just things would be like really, really weird, greenish or red, and all that kind of stuff. And then you would have like really bright or really dark. And that's what I'm talking about. Having your everything out of whack and calibrated. It was like all my emotions were into the red zone instead of the green zone or into the middle where I wanted them to be. Now I wonder if I could put her back in here and have the exact same thing happen. Because this is good. This is kind of a good thing if you ever want to try doing this. If you ever have these things in survival where you have you're trying to get people to dance and do whatever, but you're not trying to have them end up having, relations, is to have it happen during a something like this so that you can keep an eye on it and you won't have any other incidents pop up like other mole rats or rad roaches or fires, anything like that. You can keep an eye on things, but that's only okay. No, oh no, get out of there! Run, lady, run! No, it does not work for that. Okay, so we have to put somebody else in there then. All right, you're gonna go in there now. You're gonna go in there now. But beyond that, the emotional baggage, as I was talking about, of an actor, is that actors have these. We tend to lose ourselves. We tend to become other people. We tend to have to shed who we are as an individual to do a role, and then we have to go back and find that person later on. And sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard, and it depends on the amount of time you have. I had 2 months from the time we started doing rehearsals to get into this character, to find this character and embody him, and ultimately try to control being that character on stage and not that character off stage. And it's like I feel like part of me is missing right now because we're done with the show. Yesterday, Sunday, was our last performance, and I feel like a piece of me is kind of missing in the sense that I'm trying to think and work at the same time. In that I am a person who does not do the things that this character would have ever done. I've never done drugs. I couldn't even take Vicodin or Percocet when I had surgery. I think these people no, they're not related. Okay. So this is where the magic happens. Okay, I don't think they're related. We'll find out. Meanwhile, down here, but I'm not the. I took Vicodin and Percocet when I had surgeries before, and it didn't work. I couldn't. I had to just take ibuprofen. My body, I was like, I would become like neurotic, paranoid when I was on the Vicodin, and I was like, snapping for no reason. So I was like, dude, I'm gonna just go to ibuprofen. I will have a beer. I will drink a beer. That's not a problem for me. I will have maybe one or two. I drink craft beers, so 6 or 7% alcohol by volume in one. So I maybe have one, or two in an evening if I go out with somebody. Like we would go out maybe for pizza after the show, and I had 2 Angry Orchards. I mean, my goodness, and that's like what 5-6% maybe if you're lucky, and I'm fine. That's all I want. I'm done. I don't have to have any more. I come home. I have 8%, maybe something like a nitro stout in the fridge. I'll have one of those a night, and I'll be done. That's all I need. It's not something that I'm just not. I just don't have. Like, I would think I don't have an addictive personality. I don't think I do. And here I am, drinking one beer and being, done. But I could go through an entire pizza by myself. I could eat, several. Oh, he survived everything. Um. Oh, what's going on here? No, 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 no. What are you doing? Oh, don't tell me I got this damn glitch again. Please. Um. The food. I have an addiction to food, maybe, but I'm trying to be good about that. I've been switching my diet a lot the last 2 years. I gave up. Uh-oh. Are they related? Nope, they're not related. I gave up soda, diet pop, diet Pepsi or diet Coke, whatever. You know, 2 years ago, I gave up. I drank. I switched from that. I would drink. We'd go out somewhere. I'll have ginger ale, or we would have. Oh, look who's here, everybody! And hey, look at this. Our our vault happiness level is up to 100% thanks to Bottle and Cappy. How about that, folks? We got our first Bottles and Cappies. Um, but I gave up. I would drink like ginger ale. We go out. I wouldn't drink any pop at all. No regular Pepsi. No regular Coke. Anything like that. Um, I would stick to Sprite, stuff like that. 7-Up, very rarely. And then I would drink at home. I was drinking Kool-Aid with Splenda, and which is kind of sugar but not sugar. And people will sit there and say, "Oh, it's horrible for you. You shouldn't drink that." Blah, 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 blah. And you're probably right. I shouldn't, but I was, and I did. Oh, and then we got like tons of shit going on here. I can't keep track of everything. But he's right there, and you're right there, and I got both of them, and I'm still watching you two here in the dancing. Woohoo! Look at all that. Ah, shit the bed. Look at what the hell's going on now. All right. Keep an eye on what's going on here. There's like a lot of crap going on that I have to pay attention to. And I'm trying to tell a story at the same time. I was drinking Kool-Aid with Splenda, and I was drinking like 4C raspberry iced tea. And I was drinking just solely that. And I gave up on that too. I went straight water now. I drink water and coffee. Coffee and water is basically the two things I drink from, and if we go out, maybe I will treat myself to having a, all right. Everybody has kind of danced with everybody has kind of danced. Oh boy. You all need to gird up your loins here. All right. Select. All right, dude. I can't get to you in time. All right. Well, I missed you. Okay. We survived everything, and I told half the story. That's always a good thing. I can't keep track of this shit. Where are you at? Oh my god, binary jokes. Ha 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 ha. Show. You both all healed? No, you're not both healed. Okay. There we go. Now we're in good shape. My goodness, what's going on? I've lost an entire... Oh, get out of there, dude. Get out of there. So I went strictly to water, and I've been drinking water. So I've been drinking water now for a month. I get a gallon jug, and I probably go through it in about 2 days. If that, if that. And then I would have like every day for lunch, I would have like a turkey ham sandwich, whatever on white bread, Miracle Whip, that kind of stuff. And I've given up on that now. I've switched to wheat bread. Hi, Bottle, I found you. There you go. Oh my goodness. Where's he at? Oh, he's up here in a room all by himself, hanging out like a creepy bastard that he is. I eat wheat bread now. That's my lunch is now wheat bread. So I'm like making these little changes to try to help me out because I haven't really been active, and I should be. I should be more active. That's part of my problem. But it's like I don't have a lot of. I mean, but it's been so easy. And my whole point of this entire story was going nowhere. Was that it's been so easy for me to switch over to those things, and I haven't had cravings. I haven't really craved a soda, a diet, stuff like that. In fact, probably the taste now would probably make me sick, or sugar and stuff like that. I haven't had a problem eating these other things. I haven't. It's been pretty nice. Oh, there they go. Bye bye, guys. Wow, there was a lot of going on, and my brain was just not making sense of any of it. In any case, as I was saying, so my personality of addiction is not a real big thing. So it was very hard for me to play this role in being somebody that does not have those types of things. And I know people that have those types of addictions or have those types of personalities that are addictive that can find those issues, and it does happen for them, and sometimes it's hard, and sometimes sometimes they can be okay with it, sometimes they aren't okay with it. It can. Are they back again? Are you kidding me? For flip's sake, dude. Not that I mind, but still, I mean, I'm getting coins out of it, but Jesus. Um, but us and emotional baggage, I mean, we have to go those places. We have to find those. Sometimes the coping mechanisms cause you to need those things, but I mean, I haven't. So for me to find those, oh, that was close. That was close. For me to find those moments and hit those emotional highs and lows was not easy. And giving all that up, it's like I don't remember what it was like to not feel and that was the other thing. I had a lot of anxiety about doing the show because I was afraid that I was not going to be. Oh, where's he at? Where's he at? I dare try to find him at this point. Aha! The anxiety of I have to know all these lines. I was constantly on stage. I had to constantly know what was going on and be prepared and always be on and to get to those places. And the anxiety, I never really went away. In fact, I had a panic, like I said in the vlog post, I had a panic attack before going on, like not a panic attack, like full blown, but just like I was like scared, like, oh my God, I haven't done this for almost a week and I'm going to go out there and I don't want to fail and everything else. And it's just, that fear was gripping me before I had to go on stage. And that can rattle you. If you get, you know, I, I kind of have this thing, and it's kind of like annoying to some people probably, that when I do a show, I don't like to schedule things on a day where I have to make it to a theater at a certain time. Like, it was almost a problem for me to get to an appointment on the day of a show because I'm like, look, the show is, like, I almost can't make it to, on time. Oh, for God's sakes. This is going to be rough. It's going to be hard to keep this. Dude's in the freaking way. Shit. Asshole, move. Don't bunch up like that, dickheads. Oh, for God's sakes, that was almost a goddamn disaster. And then you dickheads are down here making noise and oh my God, this is a horrible. I'm a little bit more, I'm a little bit more wound up than usual when it comes to these things. Maybe it is my anxiety's kind of coming out right now. I'm like, pretty much getting rid of all of the anxiety that I had for, 2 months in one evening. Anyways, what I was trying to say is that I had this mini panic attack before I went on stage. And I was so afraid that I was going to forget something. And I don't like to schedule things on days because I'm so afraid I'm going to be late to the theater. And I don't want to be late because I want to have time to get there, get dressed, and be able to just get in that zone and relax and just have that there. And sometimes you can't do that. Sometimes it's hard for you to have that, not so much momentum, or what's the word I'm looking for, just that relaxation to, like, be fully prepared to, like, because you don't want to go out on stage where you're thinking about, oh, did I leave the stove on? Did I feed the cat? Anything like that. You don't want to have anything that's going to distract you from doing your job. And I just can't do that. Like, on a day I have to do something like that, I don't like to schedule anything else. That's just how I am. It doesn't seem normal to some, I'm sure. But to me, it seems perfectly sane. And, that's part of me, and that's part of who I am. And I had to, sort of reconcile the fact that I am going to be no longer having to put all those anxieties, and I can, like, feel free. I'm like, it's like, what is it like to not be afraid of what's going to happen for a while? You know what I mean? It's like when the fear of, I have to remember this, I have to, be on stage, I have to do all that, I have to get somewhere emotionally, those types of things. It's just weird to not have those fears and that baggage. And it's like, that makes it 10 times harder for us as actors to let go of emotion, to let go of characters, to not worry about what's going to happen when, we leave those roles. And sometimes when we talk about, to other people, and they like say, you don't you're just an actor. Why, it takes an act of physical fortitude to do what we do sometimes. It's hard. There's not a lot of, like, maybe physical activity going on, but there's a lot of it's almost like cardio. It kind of really is when you think about it. So, all right, I'm going to kill this quest for right now. We've got, how many did we got? We've got 10 out of the 15. We'll come back and I'll do the rest offline. It's no big deal. It's for, I got what I wanted to say out of there. I should have waited till we did the other quest, but I wanted to do it now. So we're going to bring everybody back in, send them back out, and we'll do another quest, and that'll be it for the day. Okay, our folks are back in from being out in the wasteland. We're going to send them back out again. We finished off the dancing couples, and now I got to stop 11 incidents. I don't know if I'm going to continue to do that. Who knows? Who cares? It's not on my list of concerns right now. But we're going to spring forward and fall back for the second quest in the Children of Adam quest line. And we get our peeps out there, get them going, and here we go. Get moving. Go for it. And put you there, and we got to put you there because we need some more radio right-aways. So we'll get them back in here. How long is that going to be? That's going to be the wrong screen, first of all. That's going to be 7 hours. Holy bajoulies. 7 hours. So that won't be till later on today that I can get to that. So I got some major things to do in between now and then, and we will get to it. So I'll see you back then. All right, they should be out there. Let's go take care of this. Spring forward, fall back. Spring forward, fall back. Talk to Confessor Alvarado. Alvarado. I probably made that joke before, too. This is a big one. Ooh, biggie one. Okay, so we talked. Uh-oh. These guys don't look. They're like, welcome, we're travelers. Have you come to wash yourself in Adam's... Ew. Just come a little closer. No thanks, we're deploying. Stop spraying, people. You can't stop us. We're on a mission from Adam. Yeah, we're on a mission from Gid. Alrighty. We talked before about me having to, take on that extra role of empaths and baggage and all that other stuff. But what's coming up in the future? What's coming up? Well, it was kind of funny today. The guy that directed the show I was just in, Minor Demons, he was looking. It was funny. He was like on Netflix, I guess, or whatever. And he was looking at. I don't know what I hit. Oh, I must have been in the other room. He was looking at Netflix, and he was searching for A Few Good Men. The movie with Tom Cruise and Demi Moore and Jack Nicholson. You can't handle the truth. And with the suggestions, I guess I don't use Netflix. So I don't know, but it comes up with these suggestions, and it came up with the suggestion. The suggestion is rejoice, Easter is coming. Yeah. So what? Crack my egg on your head. so he got these suggestions for A Few Good Men, and one of them was Dead Poets Society, which I don't know why that would have been a comparable movie to have suggested for him, other than it's like a drama, that kind of thing. But Dead Poets Society is not anywhere near A Few Good Men. A Few Good Men as a courtroom drama, a military naval drama, that kind of thing, armed forces, and like a lot of the other things, like watching NCIS or watching show like JAG or shows like that. Dead Poet Society is about preparatory school in the 60s or 50s or whatever, and having to deal with poetry. So kind of like the polar opposites of each other, if you think about it. But probably because they were both literary works, or at least like they were kind of literary in a sense. And that's probably why they suggested it. But the reason why he was looking for A Few Good Men is because he was thinking about the play version, the adapted stage version of A Few Good Men. Now, it has been done as a stage version, often in this area where I'm at, because there is one of the theater companies that I've worked with in the past have done these courtroom dramas. In fact, I actually had done one back in probably about the early 2000s, 2002 at least, at the most, I think 2002, 2003, probably 2002. Oh, I need that. Crap, I don't think that counted. Ouch. Uh-oh. And every eye shall bind blind. Well, you'll poke your eye out, kid. That's what they're saying. Oh, here we go. Oh, I need to get critical hits, man. I don't think I'm getting enough critical hits. There we go. That's one. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. But the state, they've done it in the past. I did the Kane Mutiny Court Martial. I was Merrick, who was, the guy that was accusing Commander Queeg or whatever, Captain Queeg, of being crazy and losing his marbles, quite literally. And, they've done it inside the courtroom nearby. One of the county seat, the courtroom, they have done that. I actually, we sat in the actual courtroom. I sat on the stand, the witness stand, to do my testimony, blah, 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 and then sit at the, the tables, where the defendant and the prosecution or, whatever sit at. So he was thinking about doing it, because they've done it in the past, and we talked about, how that'd be kind of cool to do, because the guy that wrote the screenplay adapted it for the stage. So it's, he has it perfectly, you'll get all those great juicy parts. Sometimes you don't see that when you have to adapt something to the stage, as we did with, It's a Wonderful Life, it was a high school production at that. So, it was kind of like, we're talking about that idea. But what started that was, and then what went down further with that conversation, I will tell you in a second, surrender yourselves to Adam. The whole thing with the Dead Poet Society coming up, we're like, wait a second, are you saying he should do Dead Poet Society, as a stage production? And we're like, okay, yes, please do so. The thing is that Dead Poet Society has been a stage production before. 2016, they did it off Broadway. Jason Sudeikis, Jason Sudeikis from Saturday Night Live, We're the Millers, that Jason Sudeikis. He actually played the character of John Keating, done by wonderfully, Oscar-nominated performance, the late, great Robin Williams, rest in peace. It was kind of like, there was like a half, 6 of one, half dozen the other as far as how good or how bad it was. Please, I beg you, let us put an end to all this violence. Adam seems to smile on you, and we must acknowledge this. Also, you have us outgunned. I am Confessor Alvarado. What do you want from us? An overseer wants you to stop spraying people at random. Fine, we only did this to save the daylight, but we'll find the other less intrusive ways. What? Okay. Sure. Whatever, dude. Whatever. Well, we got two nickel qualms out of that, and that's the end of that thing. But I just thought, how cool would it be if we did Dead Poet Society as a stage production, if he could get the rights, even though it's going to be kind of hard since they just had done it 2 years ago. It might be hard to get. But he's got the contact information for the guy, Thomas Schulman, who wrote the play based off of the movie that he wrote. So this could be interesting. I am at current. Now, granted, I'm putting the cart way before the horse in this case. But here's the thing: Robin Williams was 37 when he played John Keating in Dead Poet Society. I am 43. theoretically, I could pull it off just by character-wise, by age. So I'm not out of the running because of that. Talent-wise would be why I would be out of the running, and whether or not he wants to keep using me as an actor because he's already used me a few times in the past. That remains to be seen. However, I would be more than, I would pay good money to have a chance to play that role and not play it as Robin Williams, play it as my own interpretation of John Keating, the teacher. All right, hardened shotgun, some theme recipe fragments, and 2 Nicole Quantums, and we're coming back to the vault. Alrighty. Now that was kind of interesting. You didn't see it. I don't know if you could see it. I can get a screenshot of it. I'll plop it in here real quick. Did you see that? 999,999 caps showed up in the corner there. I know I don't have that. I've got 773,000. So it's like the game inserts that and then apply. It's like looking at a clock that has all 8s on it, and then you actually put in the right time. If you understand what I'm saying there, but okay. Oh, I saw you. You saw you. I didn't even know you were there, but I saw you. All right, so they're coming on back. We've got to kill 11 incidents. I don't know if we're gonna actually do that. 32 critical hits. We didn't get any of the. I thought I could have sworn I got a critical hit out of there. I don't think I saw whether or not I did, but that sucked. Up. That'll be easy to kill. Oh, holy shit, you guys are getting your asses kicked. Come on, man. Come on, dude. Jesus. Jesus, what are you doing? You guys are getting your asses kicked dirty. Oh, and look who's here. So, yeah. So that's the thing. I can go ahead, we've done it before, create a little room off to the side, and actually I got to kill this one. Destroy that puppy. Yeah. And just get all 11 incidents out of the way. That's not a problem. We know we can do that. I might do that offline. But, that's kind of it. We went through two, I got people in the wrong places here. Holy hell, dude. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's, really? Shit. You need to be there. You got, yeah, I was going to say, I know I had 2 people wearing the wrong outfits because they were in, they're on, all the good outfits are on the, peeps doing the, I see you down there, Mr. Cappy, are out doing the quest. I need to get some more of them, actually. But, so yeah, I mean, this is a long episode. Maybe these episodes are going to get longer. I hate to say that because I hate to put you through a lot of my ramblings when we're doing these quests, but that's kind of what it's been like doing the quests, is me just sitting there talking at length about absolutely nothing for the simple fact that it's kind of boring otherwise. We still have to do... We're halfway done through the quests. Oh boy. Okay. Alrighty. I'm just those they crack me up. They're just having to watch them and see what's going on here and try to pay attention. So yeah, that's that. That's the acting thing. If we get the opportunity to do something like Dead Poet Society, I would love to do it. That would be freaking awesome. All right, I gotta get some more. Oh, Jiminy. I never seen him up there before. All right. I got to get out of here. I got to end this thing now before this goes any further. But, yeah, if I get to do some more acting, I'll tell you all about it. And we'll have some more conversations next time as we watch more Bottle and Cappy screwing around. Where'd Bottle go? He's hiding out. So there he is. Come here. I'm hitting you. Why? You're here. Make sure you... What? Who knows? All right, that's it for everybody. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great spring, and we'll see you next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.